Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, I will introduce myself. My name is Oktavia. I'm from Indonesian Railway Polytechnic Madiun and my Prodi is Railway Construction and Track Teknologi. In here, I will explain about railway track component. And the next, enjoy for watching. Okay, I will explain about railway track component. Railway track component is a road construction as infrastructure or infrastructure in the structure of the train, as stated in Regulation of the Minister of Transportation Number 60 of 2012. The railway track component and its function there are the rail, sleepers, fastening, ballast, sub-ballast, subgrade, and drainage. The first is rail. The rail is a structure of iron beams that are placed on top sleeper that serve as a guide and direct train wheel movement. The function is 1. Distribute electricity for purpose signaling in the rail circuit area, and 2. To directly receive and distribute rail loads to sleepers. Rail have the following requirements. In 1. Minimum 10% elongation. 2. Tensile strength minimum 1175 Newton per millimeter. And the last, the hardness of the rail head should not be less than 320 PHN. This is an example of rail, and the parts of rail in up is head, in middle web, and the lower is foot. And the length of the rail is 172 mm, and the width of the rail is 150 mm. The next is fastening. Fastening is tying the tracks to the rail bearings. Fastening there are two types, the type of rigid tether and the elastic tether type. The function is the first, maintain the size of the distance between the two rails of the width or the width remains. 2. Withstanding various loads and vibration that occur on the road. The third component is sleeper. Sleeper is one of the components in the railroad structure system which has the main function to tie the rail so that the rail position becomes solid and strong. Next, type of sleeper. There are so many types of sleeper. First, wood. In the past, wood was often used, but now it is rarely used because it is expensive. And 2. Concrete. 3. Steel or iron. And 4. Slab concrete. The difference between concrete and slab concrete is the concrete has a distance from one another, while the slab concrete has no distance and is cast into one part. And the next is ballast. Ballast is stone placed on a slipper measuring 2 to 6 cm. That function is channeling the load, 2. Maintaining rail stability, 3. Prevent erosion. 5. Subballast. Subballast is a layer that functions as a filter layer between the subgrade and the ballast layer and must be able to drain water. That function is reduce the pressure under the ballast so that it can be distributed to the base layer according to its grade. And the next is subgrade. Subgrade is layer that has a function as final load recipient of the train. While the subgrade must be thick minimum 30 cm. That function is the first, support the load transmitted by ballast to subgrade, 2. Passing the load to the lower layer, and 3. Provide a flat base on the position where the reply will be placed. And the last is drainage. Drainage is system the flow of air in railroad area, either by gravity or by means of by using a pump, so that there is no hope of water. As for the drainage on the railroad as follows. First, there is no air on the rail. 2. Prevent or reduce the influence of air on soil consistency. 3. Rail traffic is not disturbed. Thank you so much for watching and your attention. I hope my video can be useful and see you.